So on today's agenda, we're pulling out this section so we can mount it to the old engine stand, hopefully, if the bolts line up. And then I got the 2x4 sheet metal, or 2x4 steel cut for the frame extension. I got the pieces to square up the frame and stuff like that. So I got all this plate ready to go for adding the 20 inches back into the cj5, and now we're back to making a cj6 now. So no more cj5. And then just cleaned up the transmission cross member. We're going to put that back in when we stretch out the frame. I'm going to put that back in too. So pull out the bell housing back here, pull out the clutch, and see if the bolts line up to put it on there if we have to drill out the old engine stand. 9/16. Well, last week, me and my buddy Buck pulled out the engine and the transmission and everything, so lovely sunny day today out in the Sunshine State. Now we're loose. Take off the clutch off the flywheel now. Five eighths. So this engine is about as old as a Jeep is. This is a 1977 Buick Skyhawk, 231 odd fire V6. And it seems like there's, man, can you find any parts for this? Like, can you guys find you guys know if there's a drain pan out there? I don't know if you saw, but this one's dented. I think I was out 4 buying behind Safeway one night and hit a stump trying to get home, a shortcut through the forest. It wasn't smart. So if you're removing a flywheel, you just want to do this. You can use other things and do it the hard way. But that's the easy way. Let's see if this thing fits on the Chevrolet engine stand. I was asking my dad this morning about it, and he's like, oh, it should. Has 327s on here and is 283. And then I think, and he said he had and the engine he put in his Jeep last, when he put the Turbo 400 in, it was a Cadillac engine that fit on here, so I haven't tried the Buick on it yet. So I got the nubs, and then I got 1, 2, 4 of them line up. Missing the top 2 though on this thing. So now, got it all mocked up, got it ground down, got to cut out some tabs. Well, the Chevrolet Cadillac line up here, 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 and here, except on the Buick, you know, like the old 350, like the 1960s 350, which this is a cut-off 350 to a V6, so it's 231, odd fire. I have to go pull that metal back off again now. Sure be nice if I had a shop. This is hard doing this in my garage. I didn't have a single tool before I started doing this. I actually had a chop saw, and then I had just hand tools. Nothing else. So I've had to buy everything to get this far. And rebuilding the old Jeep. That's why I wish my dad wasn't in Spokane and I was in Seattle now. Wish we were both back in Walla Walla. Not much fun doing it by yourself. That's why I had a lot of fun when my buddy Buck was over. One of my oldest friends. Makes it a lot more fun when you have a old friend with you. So I got the new pieces all fabbed up, ready to weld. Come on, hammer, don't hurt me. Finally. I do nice little homemade Chevrolet 327, and I guess the other holes worked for the Cadillac, but I had to do this nasty looking weld job for the Pontiac 231 odd fire V6 1971. Woo. Oh, 1977. Got the engine on the engine stand so we can get that cleaned up and check it out and see how the engine's working, and rewire it, you know, go through it, just make sure she's working right. Keep the fingers crossed, hopefully it didn't freeze over in Spokane. I asked Dad if he put antifreeze or anything in it, and he said no, so I keep the fingers crossed that we didn't crack the block or heads or something like that from water. But I didn't have very much water in it to begin with when I opened it back up a few weeks ago. So hoping the water all drained out in Spokane. But that's it for this one. See you on the next one.